consideration of our 2017 budget. Our first Vice Chairman, Dwayne Neal. This is a lot of hard work. Give Dwayne a round of applause.
I guess my first order of business, based on previous statements, is to recognize my wife, Mary. She's with me today. I follow the proper procedure. And before I present the budget for your consideration and approval, I'd like to say thank you for allowing me to serve as your first Vice Chairman for the past 8 years. It's been a great ride. You know, we saw it go from blue to pink to red over those 8 years. In fact, for those of you that may have seen Brenda Blagg's column, the 30th of November, in 2008, there was 102 Democrats in the legislature out of 135. In 2017, there will be 101 or 2 or 3 Republicans in the state legislature. So we've done a complete 180 turnaround in those 8 years. And folks, that the reason for that turnaround is you. But we have a big responsibility now that we did not have in 2008. We've got with the responsibility that we don't screw it up. Okay, so contact your state representative or your state senator or your constitutional officers. Contact them when they do a good job and tell them that they've done a good job, that you agree with their position and their vote. And when your legislator does not do a good job, he needs to hear from you as well. It don't have to be an overly critical contact, but the legislators, when they get to Little Rock, they get sort of isolated away from the real world, and they need to hear from you. So over the next 8 years, I think we have a big responsibility to keep the majority and to do the right thing for the people of Arkansas. We, as a Republican committee, pass a platform. We have people who work on that platform for months and try to reflect the thinking of you in our platform. So if our legislators deviate a little bit from the platform, they may need to be reminded. So please do that. Please keep contact with our legislators in how they are performing their job. With that behind us, do we have the budget? Okay. We do not show a detailed budget simply because we don't want the world to know the details of how we plan to spend our money. But if anybody has a question concerning the budget, Ashley will be available, or myself, or Noah will be available after the meeting, and we will go over any details of the budget that you would like to discuss. The budget for 2017 is considerably less than the budget that we had in 2016 because we don't have an election cycle in 2017. And we don't have a national convention in 2017. So we were able to reduce the budget by over $200,000 from 16 to 17. But by the same token, we also expect a reduction in the revenue. So if you see up here, we have given you a breakdown of the major functions within the budget: our staffing, our headquarters, software, fundraising expense, and legal services. totaling $654,096. Our revenue, we're expecting $668,250. So that is being presented by the Budget Committee. We discussed this with the staff and the Budget Committee by conference call and went over all the details. So this is what we ended up with to present for your approval. So, Mr. Chairman, I move that we accept the budget.
That comes from a committee, so it doesn't require a second. Are there any questions? Are you ready to vote? All those in favor of the 2017 budget, say aye. Aye. Those opposed? Thank you. The budget passes. Thank you, Dwayne.